All right, we're going to check section 8.1. Please follow along and write down the number of points you earn next to each problem. Until I say otherwise, every problem is worth 4 points if you answered it correctly, 1 point if you missed it but showed your work, 0 points if you missed it and did not show your work. There is one situation where you could get 3 points. If you have everything correct except for proper units, you can give yourself 3 points. So please write a 4, a 1, or a 0 next to each problem, unless everything's right except for the units, and then you can give yourself 3 points. Here we go. Number 1. How much does it take to cover the cylinder, or the third question down, is different because it deals with the surface area. All the others deal with volume. And the volume of that cylinder is 300 pi, or about 942.5 cubic centimeters. Number 3 is 1,526.8 cubic feet. Number 4, 21.2 cubic meters. Number 5, 769.7 cubic feet. Number 6, 785.4 cubic feet. Number 7, 282.7 cubic millimeters. Number 8, 12.6 cubic feet. Number 9, 791.7 cubic inches. Number 10 is 883.6 cubic meters. Number 11 is 804.2 cubic centimeters. Number 12, there are approximately 6,032 gallons. 6,032 gallons. Number 13, to the nearest whole unit is 5 feet. Number 14 to the nearest whole unit is 39 inches. Number 15 to the nearest whole unit is 50 centimeters. Number 16, when we cut the diameter in half, that also means the radius is cut in half. And so you can either work with an abstract problem here, or you could use an actual number, try several numbers, and see what you discover. In either case, we find that the volume is 1/4 of the original volume. So if you cut the diameter in half, you've only got 1/4 of the original volume. Number 17 is about 3.9 square bales, or you might have said approximately 4 square bales. Number 18, to 1 decimal place of accuracy, we have 4,712.4 pounds. Number 20, part A. On 20, we were given no rounding instructions. This is one of those situations where working with exact values is actually a little bit easier, but you could approximate your answers if you chose to do so. Part A, for 4 points, the volume is 384 pi cubic inches. Some of you may have approximated that to 1,206.37 cubic inches. Part B, for 4 more points, we have 14 2/9 inches. If you left it as an improper fraction, that would be 128/9 inches. If you chose to write an approximation, you might have said it's about 14.22 inches. Part C, for 4 points, you have to first calculate the entire volume of the tank so that you can then find what 75% of that is. And so 75% of the volume is 437,400 pi cubic inches. Then what we do is we take that and divide it by 384 pi. That's our answer from part A. And we find that it takes 1,139.0625 seconds to fill the tank, or to fill it 75% full. And then, because the instructions asked us to give our answer in minutes, we divide that answer by 60 and we get about 18.98 minutes, or you might have said right around 19 minutes. So part A was 4 points, part B was 4 points, and part C was 4 points. Number 21, you were asked to decide if the side lengths can form a right triangle. So 21 is yes, 22 is yes, and 23 is no. Those are 2 points each. So for 2 points, you said yes on 21. For 2 more points, you said yes on 22. And for 2 more points, you said no on 23. On number 24, we were asked to find the solution to this system of equations. This problem is worth 4 points if you got it right, 1 if you missed it but showed your work. You could graph the equations and see where they cross, or you could make a table of values and see where they have the same y value for a given x value, or maybe you use substitution to solve the system. A few of you have learned elimination, but most of us don't know that method yet. And finally, you could just take the choices that have been given, since it is a multiple choice question, and plug the ordered pairs in until you find the one that works. Whatever method you used, for 4 points, your answer should be -2, -1, which is choice C, as in kitty. Please count up your total score. Write that score at the top of your paper next to your name and circle it, and then email me your score for section 8.1.